it's me Aruna again, and this is my YouTube channel Chillibibi, and today we are going to do Sada Roti. Please do check, the recipe for the Sada Roti will be on my blog chillibibi.blogspot.com. So some of you might be wondering, if you're not from Trinidad, what Sada Roti is. But Sada Roti is just a simple bread that's cooked on something called a tawa, which is basically a iron griddle. It's flat and circular in shape, and it's just a simple bread. Its basic ingredients is flour, water, and baking powder. And it's bread that was brought, a recipe that has been brought from India to Trinidad with the indented laborers when they came to Trinidad over 150 years ago. So it's a simple bread. It's an everyday bread. It's really simple. It doesn't really stay because it doesn't have any butter, it doesn't have any oil. It's a bread that's eaten, that was made in the morning with a takari and carried for lunch. But it's not something that stays because it doesn't have any fat in it. It's an everyday bread. It's not a special occasion bread. So just a little bit about Sada Roti, and please enjoy the rest of the video. So guys, we are back and we're going to make Sada Roti today. I'm very excited about this. Alright, so we're going to start off with 2.5 cups of white flour, because we're going to make put a little bit of whole wheat in this roti, because I don't like just only white flour roti, white roti. Alright, so make sure to level out your scoops, right? So this is 1 cup, 2 cups, so make sure you do this, get the right amount, 2 cups. I'm going to change to the half cup now. This is a half cup, and I'm going to go get and this is half a cup of whole wheat flour. Then we're going to measure for each cup of flour. We're going to put a teaspoon of baking powder. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, and that's it for the amount of ingredients. And we're going to add water, and that's it. Okay, so let's just mix up the flour and the baking powder a little bit. Make a little well at the bottom here, and start by adding. We'll add a half cup at a time. Let's see how it goes. So we're just trying to pick up the flour as we spin. Add another half cup and see how that goes. I think we're going to need a little more water. This is a little less than half cup. So the dough is pretty wet, so I'm not going to add much water. Yeah, we may need some more water. So that. I think that would be enough water. It's a little wet though, so we will need to add some flour to this. Okay, so we're going to move to the chowki now, which is to knead the dough. So we dusted our chowki with some flour. I mean, you could also do this on the counter if it's clean. And we take off the dough now. It's still very sticky. A little more flour. and start to knead. So what we're doing is a folding motion, folding and rocking, folding and rocking. And we're going to do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And when you see the dough sticking up like this, put some extra flour. This is going to need a good bit of, probably around a quarter cup, a little less than quarter cup. It depends on how much water you put. There's no real way to measure exactly how much to put. You just have to figure it out. If it's sticky, you put more. But you do want to put a little extra water, so you could always add flour. It would be really hard to add if the dough is really dry. It will be really hard to add water to it. So it's better it's a wet dough and you just need to add extra flour. So just keep kneading. So as you knead, the dough will become a little sticky and you add a little bit of flour to it. See, it's becoming a bit more smoother now. And it's a folded and a rocking motion, right? And if you look now, you realize it's getting nice and smooth. Right, I think that's about it. So just do one last fold. Fold it on itself. Right, so this dough needs to rest now for around half an hour and then we'll come back. So we're back and it has been rested, and now I'm going to cut it into layers. It's going to make 3 layers. So I'm going to cut it into thirds. When you're making the layers now, you knead them a little bit. You're trying to get them, so you're pinching them, rolling them and pinching them. Right, and this has to rest for another 15 minutes. Oh, he was sticky. I realized he was sticking on the damn thing. So just knead him a little bit. Kind of fold it on itself. Then you pinch the edges together. You get a nice little round loya, which is a loya is a Hindi word for, I think, ball of dough, I'm assuming. Yeah. You pinch the edges together. Get a nice little ball of dough. So we're going to leave these three balls of dough to rest for the next 15 minutes and then we'll come back. So we're back after 15 minutes and we're going to bale the roti. So baling the roti is the Hindi word, I think, for rolling out a dough. So we floured the board already. I'm going to put a little flour on top so it don't stick. I'm going to put some flour on my bilna, also called a rolling pin. Make sure it has some flour on it so it don't stick. I'm going to roll it out. So we're going to roll and turn and add some extra flour as we're going. Hoping to make a round roti here. So I used to beg my auntie to bale the roti when I was small because it seemed like such a fun thing to do. Auntie roti always turned out round though. But my roti never used to come out round. Like once in a while I used to get a nice round roti. So aiming for around a 1/4 inch. I don't like thick sada roti, but if you want thick sada roti, you can make it thicker if you want. Aiming for a little slightly smaller than the chowki. So this is the chowki here. This chowki is just something wooden to roll the roti on. So how roti differs, I think, from chapati. This sada roti differs a little bit from chapati. I think, well, for one thing, we use baking powder, which I don't think they use in chapati. And I think that's the other reason why they need to bale the chapati so thin for it to cook. So I think that's it. It's around, because it's gonna swell with the baking powder, right? Give it a little more. I don't like thick roti, so alright. So roti has been baked. So we're going to put it on the tawa now. So the tawa has been heating for around 5 minutes, and with medium heat, medium to low heat. So let's go to the tawa now. So the tawa is now hot enough. So you're gonna put the roti on the tawa. Right, and we're gonna wait for bubble. We want to turn it off just after we see the bubbles forming. Before we see the bubbles forming. That's what my auntie used to say. So we're gonna wait now. Yeah, so Archie's roti always came out round though, and Archie's roti always swelled. So I'm just crossing my fingers today that my roti is going to swell. You'll understand what that means in a few minutes when we turn the roti. Alright, so there's some bubbles forming. So we're gonna turn. Wait for the other side to cook. Okay, so we're going to turn the roti again. Add some flour in it. And in less than a minute, we're going to go seking the roti now. And you'll understand what I mean by seking the roti in a bit. So we're going to pull the tawa to reveal the heat. And we're going to take the roti over the edge of the tawa so it can be in. So I'm going to put it on to medium now so we can access the heat. And this is where we're trying to get the roti to swell. And this is called seking the roti. Alright, I'll turn it over again. So you see it done already start to swell a little bit. So you have to turn it. You don't want it to burn. And you don't want it to cook too quickly and get hard. So you're trying to make sure that you give it enough heat so that it starts to swell. I'll give it a little more heat. Right, so you see it start to swell now. I don't want the roti to burst, so once it starts to swell like this, try and make sure it doesn't get any holes in it. Like I went and I made the hole. So now that I made the hole, I'm gonna have to close it up to make sure it doesn't the air doesn't come out. I think we're gonna get the whole roti to swell. Let's turn it over. Hopefully not make any more holes in it. Alright, it's gonna swell really well. Alright, I think that's good for the... Alright, the whole thing is swelling. Even with the hole I made. Alright. So, the action of taking the roti over the side also helps the edges of the roti to cook. it has swelled, which I'm very happy about. So that's it. That's how you make roti. We're going to take it off the heat now and going to slice it. So we're back. I put the roti on the chowki and I'm going to slice it. I'm really excited because this roti swelled. So why it's so nice that a roti swells? That's for the reason I'll show you in a bit when I get, ouch, my hand of the roti. Ooh, it's really hot. This is the reason why I like roti to swell, because then you could put lots of nice cool things, nice takaris or curry shrimp, or any kind of katari, mango takari, pumpkin, anything you want inside these little pockets. So that's why I like roti to swell. Okay, well that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you guys learn how to make roti. And we're back with the sada roti. I'm going to eat some sada roti and cheese today. I really like hot sada roti and butter and cheese. I have some good sada roti. So please like, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you later.